Welcome back, listeners, to today's episode of the Peculiarstars Lifestyle Network. I remain your host, Emmanuel, and today we are talking about life hacks that will keep you ahead. We will discuss about 9 to 10 essential life hacks that can help you stay ahead of the game and, keep you winning among your peers. As the wise saying goes that if you have lost something, be glad it wasn't much. If you have lost much, be glad it wasn't everything. If you have lost everything, rejoice in the fact that there is nothing more to lose. You see, this mindset of resilience and optimism is exactly what we need to navigate life's challenges and come out on top. Now, let's start with the first one, which is about your finance. Separate your money into different accounts based on purpose. Now, I know this might sound unusual, but here is the thing. When you have specific accounts for things like savings, investments, and everyday expenses, it becomes so much easier to stay on top of your finances. You don't necessarily need to have all the money in the world before you start something like this. In fact, starting small can be a great way to begin. You see, the small change you save can add up over time and eventually become the big money you need for investment. I want you to think about it this way. Having a dedicated savings account means you are less tempted to dip into that money for unnecessary purchases. And by keeping your investment funds separate, you can really monitor and improve that growth. So it's all about creating that structure and discipline to make sure your money is working as hard as you are. So I want you to kindly share with us in the comments. Have you tried separating your money into different accounts and did it work for you? Now, the next one is that you should live within your means and surround yourself with people you don't have to please at your own expense. You see, before going on, what does living within your means mean to you? I want you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, this one is huge. It's so easy to get caught up in the rat race, trying to keep up and impress everyone around you. But you know what? That's a sure way to end up broke, stressed, and unhappy. So instead, focus on living a lifestyle that aligns with your values and that aligns with your financial reality. Surround yourself with people who love and support you for who you are, not for what you can buy for them or how you can make them look. Trust me, it's a game changer when it comes to your mental health and your bank account. So let's move to the next one. Walk your home path. Walk towards your home goals and avoid the comparison trap. This is something a lot of people really had to learn the hard way. You see, it's so easy to look at the successes of your peers and feel like you are falling behind. But the truth is, we all have our own unique journeys and our own timelines, our own dreams. So the key is to stay focused on your own path, on the goals that really matter to you. Just put your head down and do the work and trust that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. I want to know, are you writing down your goals or just keeping them in mind? Let us know in the comments below. Now, the next one is all about seizing opportunities. You see, you need to up on the opportunities as soon as they present themselves. Don't fear raising your hand in a room full of opportunity. This is where that positive, can do attitude we talked about earlier really comes into play. When something awesome pops up, whether it's a new project or a networking event or even just a chance to volunteer, don't hesitate to jump on it. Sure, it can be scary to put yourself out there, to risk a little bit of failure or embarrassment, but you know what? The reward of stepping up and taking actions are so worth it. So think about it. The more you raise your hand and say I will do it, the more you will stand out as a go-getter, as someone who is hungry for growth and eager to contribute. And that is the kind of repetition that can take you places. The next one is that you need to take care of your health. You see, your health is your wealth. Now, I know this one might seem obvious, but you would be surprised how many people neglect this important aspect of life. We get so caught up in the grind, in trying to achieve and do everything, that we forget to prioritize our physical and mental well-being. But let me tell you, when you are running on empty, when you are constantly stressed and exhausted, it becomes so much harder to show up as your best self. And that in turn can have a huge impact on how you are perceived by your peers and people around you. So make sure you are carving out time for things like exercise, healthy eating, and mental self-care. Trust me, your body and your mind will thank you, and so will the people that surround you. Alright, now let's move to the next one. Always have some emergency fund somewhere at any given time. Now, I know this might not be the most exciting thing to say now, but it's so important. The last thing you want is to be caught off guard by an unexpected expenses, whether it's a medical bill or you want to, pay for something or even just a sudden job loss and you can't cope. When you have an emergency fund, you are giving yourself a safety, like a safety net, something to fall back on when the unexpected happens. And you know what? That sense of financial security can do wonders for your confidence and your ability to take risks. You can seize opportunities without worrying about how you will pay the next rent. Moving on, also you need to keep learning. Think about it this way: the more skills you have, the more valuable you become. And by constantly challenging yourself to learn new things, you are keeping your mind agile and engaged. And you know what? It doesn't have to be anything complicated. Even just taking an online course or picking up a new hobby can do wonders for your growth and your overall appeal. Also, embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. The more you fail, the closer you are to a breakthrough. Now, I know this one might be a tough pill to swallow, but hear me out. Failure is not the enemy. It's an important part of the growth process. So don't be afraid to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone and try new things, because the more you fail, the more you will learn, and the closer you will be to that big breakthrough moment. Finally, don't be afraid to break the rules. Sometimes the best things happens when you do things your own way. Sometimes the most innovative and impactful ideas come from people who are willing to challenge the status quo, to think outside the box and to do things a little differently. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and start breaking all the rules, but if you have got a bold idea, a unique perspective, or a better way of doing things, don't be afraid to raise your hand and put it out there, because you never know. The unconventional approach might just be the key to unlocking incredible opportunities and achievements. So let us know in the comments, what's one thing you will do differently tomorrow to keep you ahead in life? And that's all on today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much, and bye for now.